live here at the Chevy Bricktown Event Center. Confluence Conference 2017 getting underway. Dave Morris here. About 36 hours of coolness about to happen behind us.
All right.
Joined by the godfather of Confluence, if you will, Mr. David Christopher. How are you, sir?
I'm really good, thank you.
You were, I believe you started this conference, or if not, you were one of the very few people who started this conference back in 2012, right?
Right, yeah. Really, it takes a team to run a conference like this, and,
sure.
And now it's in some really strong hands, but that's right. It was right when digital marketing really started to become an important part for businesses, and we identified that there was a need for education, and lo and behold, man, did people come and need education. Not only did we get great speakers, sort of surprisingly great. This year, 80% of speakers coming from outside of state, but just a really engaged audience.
Back in 2012, was it hard to get people to participate? Or you mentioned there was a need where they were like, yeah, actually, I do want to be part of that.
Yeah, I just started emailing people locally, actually, in the first year, and met a number of people, which was fantastic for me because I'm from England, and I was sort of setting down roots, so meeting people was really fun. But yeah, I met a lot of people. They were like, oh, I'm so glad you're not an axe murderer. You know, here I am meeting you in a coffee shop.
You turned out to be legitimate.
Yes. And then they showed up at the conference, and they're like, and there's a real conference. Oh, this is...
It's in a theater and everything.
What a pleasant surprise. Yeah, so it was actually kind of tough. We didn't even have a website, you know, we just had a name, you know, it's Confluence, it's going to be
What's behind the name?
Conference.
How'd you come up with Confluence?
It was sort of a coming together of many things, Dave. It just sort of
perhaps over a few beers. We don't know.
Yeah, well, it was just sort of I don't know. Honestly, it just sort of popped in. It was the only name that it was ever going to be. Okay. It just appeared and it came out and it worked. You know, it just fit because really it was about, just like I was out there sort of meeting the kind of influential thought leaders in Oklahoma City in this. I wanted to kind of recreate that for everybody in a sense. So it's bringing people together, both to learn, but then also to learn from each other and to create that sense of community.
Chatting with David Christopher. He's the Director of Marketing, I believe, for Tailwind.
That's right, yes.
Tell us about Tailwind.
Right, well, Tailwind is an exciting startup here in Oklahoma City. We're a Pinterest and Instagram marketing tool, and we're headquartered here. We have an office in New York. We have remote employees across the world.
How often do you go to New York?
Actually, I haven't been yet.
Okay.
But every day, all day, we're on Slack, we're on
Gotcha.
Google Hangouts, you know, we're chatting back and forth across the world, and we're building tools that help marketers to master Instagram and Pinterest, and for a really reasonable price. You know, we have enterprise software as well, but talking about a $10 a month price point, and we have 100,000 plus members. We're doing really well in both 100,000
plus members. Tailwind is fairly new.
Yeah, so
grown quickly.
We're actually one of the Metro 50 this year. So we doubled in size this year. So we're going full gun, and we're really pleased with the progress.
He's one of the speakers this year, and give us a sneak peek. You're talking about how to organically grow your Instagram.
Oh yeah. So I've been with Tailwind for about a year and a half, and we launched Tailwind for Instagram in that time. And basically in the run-up to that, I was learning everything I could about Instagram marketing and kind of putting that together into webinars and blog posts. So we have things about hashtag research and strategy. We have all kinds of stuff, and really brought that together for this talk. And it's really fun, you know. Like I love it.
Do you have a favorite social media platform?
I guess it would be Instagram.
I'm kind of the same way on that.
Yeah, I do just love how magazine-like it is, just how visual. It's beautiful, you know?
He's David Christopher. More information at tailwindapp.com.
There it is.
Kellen McGugan's kicking things off here at the Confluence Conference behind us on stage. He jokingly started his emceeing by saying, "Hi, I'm David Christopher." You are the godfather of this event. Hey, congrats on this event and how it's grown. Congrats on your career. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you. It just makes me proud, and I'm really happy that it's with really safe hands, and it's not too late to come.
That's right. Tickets are available, and more information at confluenceconference.org.
Musicals have been a big part of my life since I was a little kid. I've grown up going to stage plays and watching musicals forever, and specifically